Hello, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. My name is Edwin Marte, and I'm going to be presenting briefly the result of our work, which is measuring student performance-related responses to authentic engineering education activities via physiological sensing. Our study explored the utility of non-invasive physiological risk sensors in measuring the reactive and regulatory responses of a group of 161 engineering students taking an authentic engineering practice exam. The practice exam was categorized into conceptual problems like rote memorization and analytical problems like those requiring application of learned concepts through equations and free body diagrams. Responses were measured through electrodermal activity, EDA, and indicators of performance. For the risk sensor, electrodermal activity (EDA) was measured, which is an umbrella term used to define changes in the electrical properties of the skin. EDA is useful for measuring and providing indications when a person becomes nervous or anxious about tasks. In addition, this study also tabulated the instructor's expected difficulty levels for the exam questions and students' actual performances to better contextualize the practice exam used for this study. For the research design, the study is composed of a subset of data derived from a larger study exploring the motivational and performance experiences of engineering students performing on an authentic practice exam in the topic of statics. The study was quasi-experimental and integrated EDA sensing with salivary biomarkers of stress along with self-reports. The two latest were not incorporated in this specific study. Data was collected between fall 2018, spring 2019, and fall 2019. And the exam used for this study was designed by the faculty member. It was a 15-question exam, 6 conceptual and 9 analytical. It was used the same throughout the semester in the study. For data collation and summary involved a time-stamped research design that measured the time students took to perform per practice exam questions, their performance to each item, the raw EDA data from each practice exam question and event, salivary data, and self-reports, which were not reported for this work. For this study, we wanted to explore how reactive input processes measures for skin conduct responses, or the EDA sensors, are related to output processes measured through difficulty indices scores of performance in authentic engineering examination settings. Following, we use descriptive statistics. A t-test for equality of means was determined for the transform and standardized mean and peak of the EDA data, difficulty index, the instructor average estimated scores, time, and percentage of students who answered the practice exam question correctly. The results collectively suggest that one instructor's assessment of the difficulty level of the practice exam problems does not necessarily match students' performance to the same practice exam problems. More effort by the student to practice exam problems types might slightly improve performance, but not sufficiently to cause an improvement in the number of students excelling. And 3, the type of practice exam problem, even if perceived to be within the moderate range of difficulty, influences how students react to and regulate their execution of the problem. That's shown by a stronger correlation in analytical problems. It is important not to disconnect individuals' output processes from these input processes in their learning or working environments. Collectively, the data points to the need to guide students to cope with unexpected challenges and to perform in ways originally anticipated by the instructor. The findings in this work demonstrate the utility that physiological sensing can have in helping scholars educators to cross the human-technology frontiers in workforce training and development. Applying multimodal approaches such as the ones presented here provides a potential pathway to study more authentically the human side of learning and performance in engineering.
Thank you.